What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the beast of the Mesozoic Raptor series, the Velociraptor. This is actually one figure I've been really excited to get my hands on. It's part of the Kickstarter for the beast of the Mesozoic, which I proudly supported. What we're going to do now is take a little break, get the Velociraptor out of the packaging, and then we'll go on to the rest of its review. So sit tight, everyone. And so here we have the Velociraptor posed and out of the packaging. Before we get onto the figure, let's actually have a look at what the Velociraptor comes with. The Velociraptor does come with a display stage, which I have it on only because my Velociraptor has really loose ankles and really doesn't stand well on its own, which is a little bit unfortunate because this is still a beautiful figure. But besides the display stage that it comes with, it does come with a little clear rod that you can attach to the Raptor. And it also does come with an interchangeable headpiece that you can have it resting under the Raptor in case you don't want to use this clip. The Velociraptor actually does come with two sets of posable toes. You can see right here it has a pair of closed toes, and I'll post a picture right here just so you can see what I'm talking about. And then a set of open toes, which thankfully they have included a little peg that can peg them out at the bottom, as you can see right here, just for storage so you don't lose those, and it looks really nice. And this is just a really nice looking figure. So what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get the Velociraptor posed a little bit better, and we'll move on to the details for the Raptor. So here we have a closer look at the Velociraptor, and I have to say this is a beautiful sculpted figure. There's just so much nice details that are sculpted throughout this figure, and it's painted exceptionally well. There's just so much like about this figure, from the wash effect that they have going down its back to the bright warm colors that you see right here in the head. You can see all these feathers are nicely painted. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is what an artist rendition of what a Velociraptor possibly looks like. There's actually evidence that suggests that Velociraptors, in fact all raptor dinosaurs, had feathers, so that's what they decided to do with the beast of the Mesozoic, is all the raptors have feathers. So in case you're wondering why this Velociraptor has wings, there you go. Velociraptors and most raptors probably had feathers, so it's not my preference of dinosaurs. I don't want to think dinosaurs had feathers, but there's evidence that says Velociraptors and all raptors did. But just looking at the details, you can see a lot of care went into this dinosaur. I don't know if you can see inside, but the tongue is its separate piece. The teeth are really nicely painted, if the camera will focus. So it has its teeth painted really well. The sides of the mouth are also really well painted and sculpted. You can see the plumage right here. Just looks really nice. I really love this figure. Now, one little thing that I'm going to just post a picture of to explain it a little better is the tail. The tail can actually be popped off and repositioned. There's actually two ports in it. Right now it's on the lower port. There's a higher port that lets the tail sit straight. But this is just really overall a nice piece, and you can see the design for the plumage goes all the way down to its tail, and it just looks really, really nice. So with that out of the way, that's the details for the Velociraptor. What we're going to do now is compare him to other figures you may have in your collection. And here we have the Velociraptor posed next to a Marvel Legends and a Power Rangers Legacy figure. Just so you can see the scale, the Velociraptor is just under the Marvel Legend and just under the Power Ranger Legacy figure. So he's actually a really big figure, and you can see he's about, I want to say, almost 12 inches from the tip of his nose to the tip of his tail, getting him off his stand here. So we can have a better look at the Velociraptor's articulation, because this Velociraptor actually has a lot of articulation. And let's run through it really fast. The jaw is on a hinge, which lets the mouth open and close. Now, I don't know if it is or it isn't, but yes, the tongue is on a ball joint, so you can actually move that tongue around, so that's a really nice little detail. I was actually wondering if the tongue was articulated, and it is. That's a really nice little feature. Head is on a ball joint, so it does move up and down, does get some side-to-side tilt, turns left and right. Then we have a really interesting joint here because we do have a ball joint which allows for swivel, some slight up and down there. But we also do get a hinge that lets it hinge up and down. We also do get a sideward swivel hinge that goes side to side, so that's pretty cool. Arms on a ball joint go out. This arm is a little loose. You can see it doesn't really hang that well. That arm's no problem. They do a full 360. No problems there. You just got to watch out for the claws. No swivel in the bicep area, which is a little unfortunate, but they do have a single bend in the elbow, which gives you a lot of range. You can see right there. And then we just have a standard swivel for the hand, which is a little bit unfortunate that there's no in and out movement. Yeah, there's no in and out movement. It's just up and down hinges. So that's a little unfortunate. We do apparently get a ball joint here in the torso. We get some up and down movement, some side to side, and a little bit of rotation. Hips are connected via ball joints, so they do go out to about there, go in, move forward, and back. They could do a full 360 if you really wanted them to. You can see the bend in the knee is really good there. We also have a swivel at that joint. We have a single hinge in the ankle, which goes back and forward. We have a hinge in the foot, which lets it move in and out. And then the sickle claw has its own individual hinge, so it can move independently of the foot, which I am really happy about that. And we do get some toe swivel. Going on to the tail, we do get a hinge which lets it move side to side, as well as some rotation. We have a ball joint in the tail which allows for movement up, down, side to side, as well as rotation. Then we do get a wireframe in the tail, and this is a really good wireframe. You can see you can get it in a lot of nice poses, and I really do love that. But anyway, that is the Velociraptor for you guys. What I'm going to do now is take a little break, get a pose for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have the Velociraptor pose for my final thoughts. Overall, I really think this is a really nice figure, but I do have to point out that there is some quality control issues with mine. I have noticed that as I start messing with the figure more, the joints have become incredibly loose, so it is really hard to pose this Raptor without a stand, and even the stand that clips onto it became loose on the ball peg, so it's really hard to pose this guy now, so take that with a grain of salt when you're picking this guy up. Now, these guys are available on Big Bad Toy Store or CreativeBeast.com. I actually picked up the first 3 from the original Kickstarter page. I was a pledger, so I was able to get hold of the first 3 Raptors that they made. Overall, I'm still happy with this purchase, and he's going to look great in my dinosaur display. If you're a fan of the way these Raptors look, I really recommend you check them out. If you have to pick one up, pick up the Velociraptor because it is the most notable Raptor from the bunch, and you need a Velociraptor in your collection. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other toy reviews. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.